In this video, we're going to go over 3 tips and tricks that are going to improve your law school case briefs. Number 1, first, read the case at least once before you write anything down. Why would you want to do this? You don't know who the parties are at first, you don't know what the issue is, and you don't know what the court is going to hold yet. It's best that you keep patient and see where the case leads you. The case could lead you in a totally opposite direction that you originally think. And also, you could get the parties totally wrong. So as opposed to having all these crossouts, you're going to save a lot of time, paper, energy in the long run if you read the case at least once before you write anything down. Second, make sure you pay attention to what the professor focuses on in class. This is very intuitive because at the end of the day, the professor is going to be the one who gives you the grade. So what they care about, you should care about. If your professor is going to be asking a lot of questions about facts in torts, or if your professor is going to ask a lot of procedural history and criminal law, or if your professor in civil procedure is going to ask you a lot of questions about the dissent, make sure you take notes on each case about that topic that your professor is asking on. Each professor is different, each has a different style, each has different things they like to focus on, so make sure that you're focusing on exactly what your professor is doing. Pay attention. Third, make sure you write a catchy phrase at the top of the page, which will buff your memory about the case at the end of the day. You're going to want to, on your case brief, make sure you write a little 1 or 2, 3 words at the top, which are going to remind you about what the case is about. A case that comes to mind is the ghost case in New York. Make sure you put the word ghost and you're going to remember exactly that it's talking about a haunted house in the case. When the final comes around, you're not going to want to reread all your briefs. That would be very inefficient with your time. Instead, if you write a phrase at the top of the page, it's going to instantly recall your memory about what the case is about, and you're going to remember the information in the case with greater efficiency than your classmates. In addition, it's also going to be helpful to sort the brief by writing what the topic is at the top. If you're in the topic of res ipsa loquitur, write that at the top of your case brief. It's going to make it much easier for you to organize your thoughts, and it's going to make life in law school a lot easier, and it's going to help you prep for finals much easier.